Ups and Deliveries, friends. Let us look at games that have come across my tabletop recently. And we'll start with this one, Tac Toe. This is a micro game by Chris Yee. You may know Chris from the Dice Tower, and he's been there for a few years now. This is his game that he put up on sale at the Dice Tower West market. They had like a little indie market, sort of like what the one they had at PAX Unplugged, where indie, gamers, they invited designers to, produce like 50 or 100 copies of the game and just sell them. So Chris did this little micro game, which I had to get, and I got to show some love to Chris because I got there late. I missed the actual event, and I was like, Chris, do you have any copies? I know it's late. He's like, thankfully I saved a few, for people, and I was like, oh, I would happily buy it. So thank you, Chris. I bought this for $5, folks, from Chris Yee. I don't know what the going price was. He might have given me a discount. I'm not sure. But thank you, Chris, for saving me a copy. This is really fun. This is a 2-player trick-taking game. Here are the rules. You have 10 cards. So these are just 10 standard cards. These are numbered 1 through 9. As you can see, you got black and red cards, ace through 10, sorry. And then you have the little tic-tac-toe. So this is literally tic-tac-toe, folks. And you're going to play tricks. You're going to play one card out of your hand. And the ace is considered higher than any of the 3 red cards, 8, 9, and 10, but lower than all the other cards. So that's really interesting way. So the player who lost the trick may choose to concede. If they could choose to continue, the player who won the trick may also choose to concede. If both choose to continue, the player who won the trick plays a card face up, followed by the other player, evaluate, and repeat. So you keep going until once someone concedes the round, they take the selector off the board, which is the little meeple. So the meeple starts there. Once someone concedes, they take this off and then place their color cube there. And you rinse and repeat. And then finally, whoever has 3 in a row wins. It's tic-tac-toe with trick-taking. Really cool. So the other way to win is if you have all 5 of your cubes on the here anyways. Because, we all know tic-tac-toe. It's basically, the ultimate game of tying. But here, once you place all 5, you win. And I love this. There are no ties in tic-tac-toe. If you tied, you did something wrong. I love that. Thank you, Chris. So, and this is a nice little bonus too on the back of the rule sheet. Certificate of Awesomeicity. Awesomeicity. This certifies this copy was personally made by Chris and Wendy Yee in February 2025 for sale at Game Market Vegas. Thank you for buying this handmade copy of a silly game made by silly people. Chris, Wendy, you are wonderful. Thank you for saving me a copy. And I'm glad I got to see Chris. So I was actually on my way out of town. I was leaving Sunday morning, but Saturday night was, I was all done gaming and I was running around, saying bye to folks, and I happened to run into Chris and he had my copy. So Chris, once again, shout out to you. And that is Tic-Tac-Toe. Okay, next game. Let's continue with the Dice Tower West talk. This is a game I've had for a while, but I saw my friends Christina and Todd at Dice Tower West. They're also from Southern California. I see them at local conventions all the time. But this is Mojo from 25th Century Games. They sent this over, and I have not been able to play it because it is a minimum 3-player game, and most of my gaming these days is 2-player. I do have 3-player gaming meetups, but they're not as frequent as, playing games with either my buddy Daryl or with Michelle. But this one, seen Todd and Christina, and we, he had a stack of games. And here's the thing, Todd is really good at just having all these oddball games, really rare finds, and just games that fly under the radar. He's got a really, what's the word? He's got great taste in games. I feel like he finds a lot of hidden gems. And Mojo, I'd received, and I just, I was like, okay, cool. It's a 3-player. It's going to take me a while to get to this table. Todd had it. I was like, can we play that? He's like, absolutely. So he taught it to me, and it was terrific. It's a card shedding game. Here, very colorful. Here's the point. So what you're trying to do is get to 0 or have the lowest score at the end of the game. So once someone hits 50, I think it's 50, the game is over, and whoever has the score lowest score wins. End of the round. Let's see. End of game. Yep, when someone hits 50, the player with the lowest score wins. So what you're doing is you have the Mojo card here. So this will be like first player. And then all these have different numbers and suits. I think it's 1 through 12. Yeah. And I think they're pretty evenly dispersed. So what you do is you'll have your hand of cards, and there'll be a card, placed here. And everyone starts with, whatever number of cards they have. Okay. And on your turn, you're going to play either one that matches, is lower, or is higher than this card. So as you do that, again, you're trying to get rid of your cards, right? For every round, trying to get rid of cards, because whatever's left in your hand, you're going to score that. So, Kimma, they stole my Mojo. Austin Powers. Yes, a little game for Austin Powers. Hi, Kimma. So as you play this, so if I played a higher than 6 to 12, I would draw a card off the deck. Okay, so then that's not a way to get rid of my cards. But if I play lower, then I'm safe. Now, if I play the same number, I get to go again. So let's say I played, let's say someone played 11. I come in, hey, 11, same card, so I can go again. Therefore, get rid of my cards. So I'll do a lower one, so I don't do that, or I don't have to take any more cards. Now, once someone gets 3 cards, they place them face down like this, and then you go around. Say you just continue playing, and then each time you're gonna have to reveal one of yours. Okay, so you keep going until someone is done revealing all their cards. Okay, and then you, what is it? If you have if you have several cards with the same value, no. Oh, this is the cool thing. This is where it comes in. It sort of ends like no thanks. So the cards that you have, and this is not a good example. Let me see. Okay, let's say I had this here. Okay. So as I'm revealing them, at the end of the round, let's say I had this. This is where the no thanks thing comes in. Similar cards, they don't count. You don't add the total. So instead of 12, no, you're scoring 7. So that's how you play it. And then this goes to the next player, and the Mojo comes. The Mojo card comes into play as well. Oh, that's the Mojo time when it's 3 cards or lower. That's when you put the cards face down, and you reveal them one at a time. Okay, and then I think you get plus 10 if you're the highest. I forget. But anyways, hey, it's a really fun card shedding game. Really simple to pick up. Obviously, I'm just giving a super quick overview here, but definitely one that I'm going to keep and hopefully play soon. I want to introduce this one to friends of mine. So thanks to 25th Century Games for Mojo. Thanks to Todd and Christina for playing and teaching me this game at Dice Star West. Okay, time for a sip. AB Trube in the house. Hi, AB Trube. Good to see you here. I'm sorry we didn't get to play games at Dice Star West, True, but we'll have to set something up here in Southern California. Okay, next game. High Rise Penguins. Shout out to Alley Cat Games for sending over this copy. This is a dexterity game, and it's got penguins. Yay, penguins! Let's open this up. Yes, I have opened this up before. Here's your starting little area, and then what's cool is you're gonna put this here, and I don't. It's gonna be a big mess. I don't want to do this. So basically, you're gonna place all of these. What are these? Sea and ice cards. Okay, you're just gonna scatter this all around. There's gonna be a bunch of them, and what you do, you're gonna have the starting one on top, like so. Okay, and these, some will be underneath. It's just gonna be all over the place. So what you do is you're gonna select one of these and place it. You're gonna place another like little thing here. What are these called? Like a little mountain. And put it there. And you'll have penguins. And you also have these diamonds or gems. They're little super cute penguins. Here they are. Put it here. And depending on, obviously if you fall, you're going to have to take a penalty to do stuff. But you're going to go until the tower collapses and the current player loses. Or and then the player with the fewest cards in their hands wins. Okay, so if you topple it, you're automatically out. But whoever's left will win if they have the fewest cards. And what are the special things? The Aurora cards. That's it. So when you build, you must play a card with the same color of challenge symbol as the top card of the tower. So in this case, this one, I'd have to play one of these guys here. Okay. And then the penguin cards, there's, okay, like this penguin here. This is the one I wanted to show y'all. So if the penguin cards comes in, that's when you have to put a penguin somewhere on that card. And then you continue to build, draw next one. You can skip turns. And again, it's got that Jenga feel, right? You don't want to knock over the tower, but it's more than that because you have the Jenga and you also have sort of like a set collection thing. And you have the different cards that do different things. So icebergs, that's what these are called, icebergs. So yeah, this one, I love this because it reminds me almost like of an Oink game. It's a small box, small footprint, but somehow they've managed to make a small footprint game that's a dexterity game. You know, something like Raptor 5 from Oink games, which I really enjoyed. Let's see, this is the starting one. And so, yeah, shout out to Alley Cat for doing a game like this. Again, you can see all the different abilities that are on these tiles here. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so that is High Rise Penguins. This, from what I understand, this was originally a game from, was it, I don't know if it was Taiwan. I know it's an Asian country that originally did this, and then Alley Cat picked it up. I can't tell. Anyways, yeah, look it up on BGG, and you'll find it. So, again, that shout out to Alley Cat Games for High Rise Penguins. Moving right along. Moving. Let's go to this one. It's a party game. Top Tier. This is from Indie Boards and Cards. Thank you to them for sending this over. Again, I've not been able to play this yet because it's a party game. You need to get at least 4 players for this one, 4 to 10. So there is an event at the end of the month that I'm helping put together, so I'll probably play it there. But this one is, I had a little description here where you are the tier wizard. So you select a quirky category. So let's get these cards out here. So you got some markers, score sheets, or erasable markers, erasable pens. And let's take a look at these categories. Get the old knife. Be careful, Ruel. Thanks for a reminder, Ruel. So you're going to be a tier wizard. So you're going to select a quirky category, like best at fighting a bear, or most unread emails. And then without knowing the category, the other players choose 8 contenders, and the tier wizard ranks them. And then the rest of the players guess the rankings to score points. So similar games, similar concept to, what was it? I think it was Priorities was a party game recently that I played. But so here's a category. Let's see. Who would be the best YouTuber? Okay, so this is the category. Who would be the best YouTuber? Okay. And then everyone is going to write down, where is here, on your player board, you're going to write down your answer. Who would be the best YouTuber? And then let's get the rules out here. Top Tier from Indie Boards and Cards. Okay. So, tier wizard draws a category, looks at it, keeping it secret from. So, once the tier has finished a rank, they can reveal the category card, but keep their ranking secret. Okay. Step 2. Okay, step 1, category, and then the rest of the group thinks of 8 contenders and writes their names on the contender cards. Each contender shows in the tier wizard secret ranks the contenders in the card. Okay. And once the tier wizards finish their rankings, they reveal the category card, but keep their rankings secret. Okay. And then the rest of the players must work together to place the 8 contenders in the same tiers as the tier wizard. Okay. Funny. Okay. Yeah. And then, you're going to line these up. Hey, Slivers! Kimma says, we played this on stream with Steph and Michael. Super fun little part. Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah, I literally just got my copy and opened it up. So I love these ranking type games. It's always a lot of fun. I prefer these to like party games where you got to bluff, because I find that people aren't as always comfortable bluffing or lying or whatever. This is just, hey, what do you think so and so will rank here? And I love, game. I mean, this one is very game friendly. That was the first one here, or maybe I don't know. It seems pretty geek friendly, I guess would be the word. But yeah, who would be good? How good would they be at selling vacuums door to door? Who have the most rivals? Who would have the most Patreon subscribers? Stuff like that. So yeah, and then you rank, and then I think it's one of those games. It feels like, Kevin, let me know if this is right. It feels like one of those games that, yeah, there's a round structure, but you pretty much just play until you're done playing. You're having fun. I mean, are you really keeping score? You know what I mean? It's like, for me, that's like Telestrations or, stuff like that, where it's just fun to get to do this type of thing. Kim says, I would love to play this with family. And Three of a Kind, yeah, Three of a Kind's another one. That's another one. Yep, Kim, that's it exactly. You just play until you're done laughing. So I feel like this is going to be another hit, top tier. And I will be bringing this one to the event that I'm involved with at the end of this month. So put those back there. Yeah, just ranking cards and categories with the different contenders. Yeah, and then you write the category here, and then you're going to rank. And those are the players there, player tokens, whatnot. So thank you to Indie Boards and Cards for Top Tier, a party game about ranking everyone and anything and everything. Everyone and everything. That's what I want to say. Yeah, pretty much it's like just one. Cool. Okay, this one. Actually, talked about this over on Good Time Society. Good Morning Society. We did a preview of it, or we talked about it on the show last year, and then they actually Becca did a how to play for Good Time Society, and if you haven't seen it, folks, go check it out. There's one little aspect of that video that I absolutely love. And I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but it's a short video, just a few minutes long. It just cracks me up. Something about it cracks me up, you'll see. But anyways, Katmai, this is one of those, I think they call it lane battlers, where if you're familiar with Schottentotten or Air, Land, and Sea, those type of games, you're going to have, you're battling over a middle portion of, oh, what is this? This the fish? Oh, how cool is that? Nice little way to keep your tokens. Oh, that's great. So you got the bear tokens here. Then you have the little different tiles and stuff. Oh, these are nice tiles. Nice and chunky. All right. And Silver says, my copy of Santorini Riddle of the Sphinx is arriving this week, and I went to rewatch your and Jay's play of it. It's gone. Wait, what? No. Slivers, you know what? Slivers, I did not play that with Jay, so I'm not sure what's going on. Kim, oh yeah, I love that it bears. Oh my gosh, it bears the tokens, friends. Kimma, you win today. Thank you. Oh man, chat, y'all are always on fire. So as I was talking about the lane battler, so you're gonna set up the board, the little river, and you're gonna play cards on your side, and you're trying to defeat the other. In this case, eat the most food of fish, I believe, because it does talk about it too. It's based on the Alaskan wilderness and so forth, etc., etc. So, and you're trying to score objectives depending on where the salmon are. You know what's funny, Kimma? We're talking about the bear meeples. What do I win? You win my undying respect. How about that? We're talking about the bear meeples, so let me show y'all. There's one bear meeple, and then the darker bear meeple here. They call them beeples. B-E-A-P-L-E-S. Instead of bear, I would call it bearples, but they call them beeples. Yeah, beeples. Bear beeples. I love it. So, yeah, I can't wait to play this. I don't know. There's something... Michelle and I always get, oh, this is chunky. This is... Wow. All right, I guess this is first player token, I'm assuming. That's great. Michelle and I always crack up about games with bears, because it reminds us when Lauren was little, Lauren would say bail. There was a bail. I don't know, so we always pronounce it bail. Yeah, that is great. And then, you know, tokens for the bales. And, oh, the little cards here. Are these the goals? Yeah, side by side, steady Eddie, poolside. So you're trying to, you know, get the bears in the right positions along the river. That's a great token. I love that. Okay, I need to play this really soon here. This gets me fired up. Katmai, the Bears of Brooks River. Shout out to Osprey Games for sending this over. Thank you, Osprey Games. I've got 2 more games to take a look at, folks. Thank you all again for joining me. We've got Finding Calm, an Oracle game that guides you towards a calmer life. 1 to 4 players, time 15 minutes a day. I'm going to be playing this solo. Play to soothe your mind. This is from Rabble, and I want to thank them for sending over a copy. What will your cards reveal? So, Finding Calm is a relaxing game meant to still your mind and guide you towards a calmer, more mindful life. Play alone or with companions to lay out a beautiful spread of Oracle-inspired cards. Each card you place interacts with surrounding cards in unexpected ways. Finish the game with a single face-up card to reveal a meaningful intention to take with you after the game is over. Finding Calm takes less than 50 minutes to play, and repeated playthroughs unveil unique surprises. This game was developed in collaboration with Dr. Sylvie Guerra and features evidence-based therapy strategies that help you manage stress and reduce anxiety. Folks, you can see why I was super excited to get this one, like thrilled, because in this day and age, we all need a little more calmness in our life, don't we? So I have, I'll open it right now. I did open this here. Bing says, immediately I'm comparing it to a gentle rain. What is this here? We create games. Okay, this is just a card for their company. And I love the aesthetic. I love the art so far. So, oh, this is like a little journal. Ooh, okay. Wow. So you have your objective, end the game with as few face-up cards as possible. And then components, you have the oracle cards, sealed envelopes, and a guidebook. And then you're going to read this here, play to soothe your mind. So setup, so forth. Yeah. Cooperative plays for 2 to 4 players. I'm going to be playing solo. I feel like this is like the perfect type of solo game. It's like oracle cards, but they made a calming game out of it. Oh, nice. Yeah. So here are the oracle cards. Now, there are envelopes here, sealed envelopes, so I'm not going to open those. I don't know if they're, I don't know how spoilery it would be, but we'll keep those there. Kima says you get a little inner reflection at the end to guide you through. See, I love that. I absolutely love that. So let's, I can show you these cards here, of course. Take this off. There's the breeze. Okay, the guardian. And you notice there's different symbols along the sides. Beautifully produced. The components are outstanding in this. Wow. The baker, the bouquet, the mirror. Okay, so of course you're going to be shuffling these up. And intention page index. And it's going to show the card effects and stuff. So, oh, okay. So you begin your first game. Okay, cool. Silver says, apologies, I swear you did, but I just looked at Kickstarter. It was Jay and Paula. No worries. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. No worries. I do it all the time, Slivers. You know, we're right. I'm right there with you. The memory tends to go, folks. So, this looks fantastic. Wow. I mean, they pitched this to me, and I was like, yeah, I'd love to check it out. I want to play this like now. This looks so chill. So thank you to Rabble for sending this over. Okay, play to soothe your mind. I'm all about that. This is Finding Calm, folks, and I will be doing a run through this on the channel at some point. I'll probably just do like the first game, and we'll see what reflection comes through or what intention comes through at the end of that. So Finding Calm. Okay, one more game to unbox. It's a big one. SHASN AZADI. Wow. Yeah, this thing is huge, folks. I mean, I got this and it was way heavier than I expected, which was funny. I was like, whoa, this thing is a brick. But in this one, this is a semi-cooperative political strategy game where players play as revolutionaries trying to free their country from the grips of a tyrannical imperial power. If they succeed, only one will emerge to lead the new nation. Okay, so shout out to the publisher, Mimsey's Culture Lab, for sending over a copy so we can unbox and take a look at it. This is a big one, so let's open this up. Oh, Slivers says Mandy's stream Fighting Comic Cult is very cool. Oh, cool. Good to know. Thanks, Slivers. Yeah, I can't wait to play it. All right, here we go. SHASN AZADI. What will freedom cost? Okay, there's the rule book. I mean, the production is off the charts here. Just a beautifully produced game. Tons of components. Trigger warning. Okay, here's the thing. A game about real-life freedom struggles. SHASN AZADI deals with many mature themes which include, but are not limited to, colonialism, slavery, genocide, homophobia, casteism, and sexual violence. As a story about fighting injustice and oppression, we have not shied away from depicting the more troubling chapters from the annals of history, warts and all. While the game places you in the shoes of a revolutionary, you might still find yourself making choices of a disagreeable nature. The intention is not to exploit these themes for frivolous entertainment, but to reflect our own complicated history. We hope that by dredging up the darkness of our past, SHASN AZADI can point players towards a brighter and more equal future. I love that. Yeah, this again, making games with, being mindful of things, right? So again, semi-cooperative board game. You're going to deep dive into freedom and struggles, giving you a chance to relive and rewrite history. Very good that they had trigger warnings. Yeah. So again, those are the trigger warnings. So dealing with some serious stuff here, serious subject matter, but again in game format. So it will be abstracted a little bit, just because it's a board game. But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty amazing to me. I mean, let's just dive into it. Here are token boards. Okay. Voter cards, voters, votes, discard. This is Mario. Welcome to the Mars AE Revolution. Okay, so a little flavor text. Okay. I already love the setup here. Kimma says, I often wish books came with trigger warnings and they don't, right? They really should. I mean, we're all going through so much. So here's the, all the little trays inserts. So this is really well organized, right? So all my organizer fans are going to appreciate this. These are metal, folks. These are no joke. You throw this to someone, they're getting hurt. And please do not throw these. I did not say throw them. Please do not. So the different things here. This is a fort. I don't know what this is. This is, oh, it's a little flag. Crown flag. All right. Then you have that there. Okay. Oh, I love this too. I don't know if can you all see that? Yeah. So in each little tray, it tells you what goes here: clout, media, trust. And that's on all of these. Not the small ones, just the little tray here. Bing said, trigger warning from Ruel. Throw metal pieces at people and they will get hurt. Yes. Okay, a few more of these. I'll put this on top there. Love it. The grabbing hand. Once a turn, discard. Okay, so looks like some power abilities here. Wow, I am really impressed with this production, folks. Yeah, this is top notch. Here are all different. It looks like notes from the underground. Sorry. Okay, I love it already. Y'all know me. You give me a player aid, I'm all about it. I love player aids, and this has got a player aid. So yeah, nice linen cards. Beautiful production again. During your turn, at the start of your turn, one unlock. So you're going to be unlocking stuff as well, power-wise, and Imperial Arms Key. This is great. What is this? Looks like event cards or some sort of event type thing. Pillar of Progress. Wow, there's a ton of stuff in here. Oh, another little box. What will freedom cost? I don't know if I'm supposed to open this. It has got magnetic seal. You know, I'm going to open this off camera just in case. Okay, I don't know if it's spoiler or not. I'm just gonna, I'll put it back in the box here. But how neat is this organization? This is great. Everything fits nice and neat here. Boom. Dual layer player boards. Kim, I don't know if they're secrets or not. I mean, it says open when, so I was like, maybe this is like game specific. So I don't want to really get into that. Just want to give you an overview of what's in the box here. Effects level 2 and onwards. And yeah, look at all these pieces. These are all pre-cut, super thick, and you will be, you know, lining these up according to what the book says. And there's a ton of them. And this one underneath here has all the cards and stuff. Ooh, coup d'etat. So something's happening there. And different cards here. Oh, these are, oh, wow. Okay, let me open one of these up because, are these like little booklets? Yeah, look at that. So you're going to have different things to do. Open the little booklet. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these in here. And then here, South Asian Independence. So this is going to be, I think, placed on one of these here. It's like sliding back and forth. Campaign decks. Okay, so there's a campaign. So yeah, maybe I really should not be opening too many things without knowing exactly what they are. But as you can see, tons of cards, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 5 big stacks here we're going to go through. Yeah, so there it is, friends. Again, thanks for sending this over. Wow. Very, very cool. I mean, this, you know, I'm going to go to BGG. Why don't we take a look at this on BGG as well, since we're here. BGG, where are you? Okay. SHASN. AZADI. Oh, y'all can't see what I'm doing. Let's go over here where you can see what I'm doing. Here it is. So on BGG, 2 to 5 players, 90 to 180 minutes, 3.5 on the weight scale. So mid to heavyweight Euro. It's got alliances, area majority, influence, events, map addition, market, and 2 more. What are the 2 more? They are, we're talking about mechanisms. Scenario, right? We saw that, the mission, and then semi-cooperative game. So you are basically trying to, it looks like you're trying to, you know, work together to overthrow, to be revolutionaries, overthrow the current government. But then eventually, one of you is going to have to become the leader. So that's where the competitive part comes in, right? So really neat. Let's take a look here. Players can combat the Imperials by resolving AZADI cards. And then here, each AZADI card has 2 sides, right? Presenting players with 2 divergent paths of resistance. I love that. So it's not just like, hey, we got to resist. No, now you have choices. How are you going to resist? Will players take the path of peace and sit on a hunger strike? Or will they take up arms and assassinate their oppressors? Each choice in a AZADI card belongs to certain ideologies. Players must choose their path wisely, for their choice will unlock a new zone and a resistance card belonging to that ideology, strengthening that for the rest of the game. So let's closer look at the game itself as it's been set up. You can see here, you know, we saw those in the box here. Let me do this here. There it is. As you can see, put in, go to those tiles, so you know, create the different scenarios and whatnot. And here's this thing that we saw earlier. You can see you're tucking in cards there. Yeah, everyone, I believe, yeah, those are, you know, almost, is that a tableau building type of thing? Only one way to find out. Play the game. So let me take a look at another. Here's some of the tokens that have been punched out on the different cards. So lots of history. Lots of perhaps uncomfortable history, but also looks like a very interesting game and one that I'm looking forward to checking out. There it is right there. Let me get the box back up here. That is SHASN AZADI. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, pretty. I mean, you could, folks, this is how big. Let me get the box cover. This is how big it is. This is no joke. This is a big